On Are We There Yet? We speak about the journey, not the success. We talk about the moments of survival and becoming. Today's guest is a woman whose story will resonate deeply, especially with young women that have had to overcome challenges and grow up fast. She's a single mum that's had to go through a lot of pain, trauma, and through that, she's reinvented herself. She's a personal trainer that likes to now give back and help others. Welcome to the show, Tanzi.
Hi, you're right.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Before we get into it, how's the day been so far?
It's been a busy day today. Just finished work, went home, quickly changed my clothes and just came straight here.
And when you say you've been working, you've been in the gym.
In the gym, with my clients.
Envy people like you. Yeah. You go to the gym and get paid.
I love it. It's a hobby gone into an addiction.
I go to the gym and I get pain. There's the difference. Oh, yeah, you get paid, I get pain. But yeah.
That's the start.
Today, we're going to ask you some questions about your journey, of where you've come from to where you are now. The struggles along the way, if there have been any struggles, if you'll call them that. But, it's been a journey. There's been ups and downs, and something happened that sparked you on your journey of fitness. So we'll get into that. But before we do, how are you feeling today?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, calm nerves, like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Relax, be yourself, be calm, you don't bite here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be all good. What's your energy like right now?
I'm happy.
Happy?
Happy, yeah. Good energy.
Joyful?
Yeah.
Vibrant?
Yeah.
Positive?
Positive energy, yes.
There you go. That's what we're looking for, positivity. So who are you today? Beyond the title of a mum and a personal trainer, who are you?
Me, I am a woman that, how would I put it? I'm a woman that's taken a lot of crap on the chin and just try to build herself to the point where I can hold my head up high and say, I've done this myself. I'm almost there, but I always say there's room for improvement, and I could be better than what I am right now.
You said you're almost there yet.
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
You're almost there though. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
If fitness didn't exist, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Something else that would mentally make me feel better. And it wouldn't be anything in drugs or anything. It would be something that would make me feel happy. The only reason I got into fitness was to mentally sort myself out and feel better, look better, and basically just, be me. And I was trying to find it in many different places, and I found it in the gym.
If the gym wasn't there, what do you think would have been the alternative?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes? That's a big difference. Fitness to...
Cigarettes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. I've just not thought about that in that way. If it was at the gym, maybe in a different hobby, but it'd be something that would make me feel happy, something that takes away all the worries and the stress that I've got sat at home. So it'd be something that would keep my mind occupied and make me feel a lot better, take away the negative energy out of my body and just make me feel happy. And that's what I do every day.
Sorry. Do you have any hobbies apart from the gym?
Apart from the gym, if I've got time, I like to dress up. Yeah, it's a hobby now. Wow. Before, dressing up was a day-to-day thing. Now it's like I rarely get dressed up, so I'll always be in gym clothes and stuff like that. But so if I was to get dressed up, it's like, I'm going to go home to get dressed today. And I'm going to look cute.
Like going home, it's like, you know what? It's the weekend. I got free time. Do you know what I'm going to do?
No.
Dressed up, just in the mirror.
My free time on my day off, I sleep. I like to sleep. That's another hobby.
I think, yeah, well, generalised, but I feel like a lot of females like to sleep.
I like to sleep.
Hard work that's why.
Yeah, eat, sleep.
Eat, sleep, and train.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, and train. It's a nice one. You grew up in Bolton as a middle child. What was, the family life like for you?
I grew up in a Pakistani household. So as we grew up, obviously my sister was quite older than us, so she was more of a mum figure. My two brothers, they used to call me a brother. They used to say she's like one of us. So I was like a little tomboy. As I grew up and went into my teens, I feel as though my mindset was a bit different to my family's, and I kind of rebelled against it a lot. And they never understood me as a person. So for me to, even I think till now, they don't get me as a person. Like, I have a good heart, but some of the actions, it doesn't add up to the culture or to the religion that we follow. So, but I always say it's always about the good heart. God's not going to look at whatever else I'm doing, for what purpose I'm doing. It's all about intention and how we're doing it. But I don't think they get that. The only person that's ever got me in my family is my sister. Like, she understands me. She
Your older sister.
Yeah, she's 6 years older than me. 6 years.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, yeah,
As we grew up,
10, 20.
I think we kind of drifted apart, but then we've come back closer, and it was really tight. Like, you know, if I ring her and I'll say anything, we discuss our mother as well, our mother's behaviour a lot. But I think she understands me more better now than she ever did in my life. But I'm glad I've got that. But it was a very hard, for me mentally, I think it was very hard. I don't think I fitted into my family because my mindset was a bit different. And then I went on to getting married in that culture as well. So for me, it was like, nothing was settling right. Don't get me wrong, I loved the guy. He's the only guy that I've ever loved in my life anyway, but...
Lucky guy.
But I've just never... our mindsets didn't relate, like, match together. You didn't understand me. It's like, what I am now is me, and I'm not letting anyone change that. I'm going to be me, and whether you like it or not, I will be me. I will do me, because no one's paying my bills. No one's doing anything for me. I'm doing it all for myself. If you're making my life better in any kind of way, then yes, I will fit into your category. But I don't believe anyone's done that besides my sister. That has helped my life in any kind of way to make it better in any way. So for me, I will do me, because I've built myself in that way, and I wanted to show who I am as a person, and I'm a very good person at heart. I'm a bit, how do I say it? Yeah, blabbery with my mouth, but I say it as it is. I don't keep two faces and stuff. So I always say, whatever it is I feel inside, you will see it in my face.
Wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah, basically. And because I'm a Pisces as well, they all agree on that. That's how the Pisces are.
Really?
Yeah.
My daughter's a Pisces, apparently, man. So,
well, lovers with a girl at work, so she goes to me, "You're a lover, you," and I'm like, "I fucking am." All right, true lover.
My daughter's like, yeah, like that. Really, really loving.
Yeah.
What role did you play growing up?
I think I was an invisible child. Yeah, like, not paid much attention to. Like, my older brother and my younger, they've had that. Don't get me wrong, I was my dad's favourite, but I felt as though, like, I was just there.
Were you the youngest girl?
Youngest girl, yeah.
Dad's favourite.
Yeah. So I had that part. I knew my dad loved me to bits, but, you know, I used to play a lot of, like, mind games with my dad.
You did?
Yeah.
It's all coming out now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Had him wrapped around your little finger.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of lies. Your dad just believe in you.
Yeah, of course.
Shouting at your brothers.
Yeah, at everyone.
But you.
But me, yeah.
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Not me.
Oh, yeah. You went to an Islamic school at the mosque. How did that shape your values?
I think in mosque, especially, the teacher that we had, she taught me a lot, and she kind of made me into the good person that I am. Like, there's certain things that she told us while I was in mosque. Stuff like, the kind of person you are in your heart will eventually show on your face. So if you want to be a kind-hearted person, make sure that's you in your heart, because that will show in your face. The beauty will show on your face. Whereas if you're a bad person, over time it will show on your face that you're a bad person. So she kind of like shaped me, and I think the values from mosque were pretty good. But in school, I feel as though it was just hypocritical. We used to wear the whole scarf and everything. Barely learnt about the religion and whatever. But when we came home, they used to say, "What do you learn in school?" Nothing, literally. Literally nothing about the religion. But a lot of girls that are my age and they come to the gym and whatever, and they used to like, remember what we used to do back in school. Like there was a lot of dossing about, and they used to have a pole inside the basement, and there used to be pole dancing going on, and we were all girls. So it was like, and when we were going home from that, what did you learn in school? Pole dancing. But I'm not going to say that to a mum.
So was it an all-girls school?
All-girls school, yeah.
A lot of mischief happening then.
Yeah.
As a young girl, did you feel like your life path was already set out for you?
I think my parents kind of like had planned it out that I wasn't allowed to go to college unless I got married. And because my dad had the backward mind, it wasn't my mum at this point. It was like my dad at that point was like, he did it to my sister as well. So if you want to study or go further, you're going to have to get married. So then we've not got that worry that you're going to go off with someone else or whatever. Yeah, it was a very backward mentality.
When you say worry of going off with someone else, you mean like meeting someone in college?
Yeah, or uni and, going off and doing whatever. Because he was very cultural based, my dad. And I think, so that's the reason why I got married pretty young at 17, because I did want to study. So, and I agreed to it as long as the person matched me in some kind of way. So because my sister did it, I thought, okay, you know what? It'll actually work out for me in the long run. She's been married like 21, 22 years or something like that. She's happy, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was me. I got married into that culture, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, there was a lot of things like he did to me as well, like, well, you can't do this and you can't wear this, and he played with me mentally without me knowing that I was being played mentally. And that was a bit of a hard struck as I was a young child. I'd say even now, a 17-year-old should not be getting married. You're not settled in your life. You need to have some purpose and some background for yourself before you actually get married. Like if I was to get married now, it would be a whole different story to what I was when I was 17. Because now I understand and I've got a whole backbone for myself. Whereas back then, it was just like, she's a young girl, no money in her pocket, whatever, just getting married kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, he was a year older than me. So we were quite young when we got married and stuff. But it's not what you should be doing to a teenager. And because I was put in that spot that, you can't study until you get married, it was like there was no choice but to get married.
So if you didn't get married until your 20s, you wouldn't be able to study until then?
Yeah, I would have just started at home. My dad was very negative minded like that.
Okay. You were saying like your ex would where that would use he was controlling what you do, you can wear and so forth. How did your dad feel about that?
The way they put it was he was my husband and he was allowed to say and do what he liked with me. And for me, that was just like, okay. So I was wearing the full hijab and everything like that. And I always say, in religion, it's your own journey. Nobody can dictate what you are doing in your journey. And I felt as though I was dictated. Because obviously my mum and dad didn't force us to wear a scarf or whatever. So I never used to wear it before. And then when I got married, I was given it that you've got to wear this. You've got to wear the veil. You've got to cover yourself and whatever. So I did it solely purpose for him. But he was like, he put it in a sense that, I don't want nobody looking at you and whatever. But then he was doing stuff behind. And then he had the audacity to comment on certain stuff as well, like my sister and stuff like that. Like he said something to my brother-in-law once that, I don't know how you let your wife out like that. And my sister, it's none of your business. And he was like, I like my wife like this, like leave her alone. Do you get what I mean? Like none of your business. But he kind of had the thing that, no, my wife's got to be covered and whatever. But then behind closed doors, what he was doing was he made me feel very ugly in that as well. So he used to say stuff like, "Oh, I want a good-looking wife," or "I want, mentally, like if I put makeup on to go to like college or uni or whatever, he used to laugh at me and snigger and stuff like that." My husband, that.
Why?
I don't know. I think maybe he had a malicious mind, and back then I didn't realize it because I was so in love with this person that I thought I couldn't live life without him. So I kind of went along with it and whatever. But yeah, he kind of like maliciously put stuff in my head to the point now that I actually feel like when me and him broke up, it was like it didn't come off straight away because I was so used to wearing it back then that it came off slowly until I felt a little bit of confidence in myself that I could take the scarf back off and whatever. But for me now, like to put it back on, I want to do it for myself. But it's the journey between me and God.
Yeah.
Not someone else telling me who, what, why, when. But then in my head, I've just got that thing that, oh, I look ugly in it. Or no, but this, oh no, but that. Do you get what I mean? Like there's certain things I can't do because I just keep thinking in my head, or because it's like trauma. It's like trauma that sticks with you for a long period of time that, am I still ugly though? Am I still ugly? And I think that is a purpose as well. That
He made you believe that?
He made me believe I was ugly. He even said that he wanted a good looking wife. Honestly.
Well, you're a good looking girl, I'll tell you that. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, brush that off. Like, yeah. You said before about you like to dress up a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think that comes from a place of being controlled and told what to wear before? So now you like to dress up when you can?
Yeah. So I like to dress up and I like to look pretty. And, like in our religion, they say, oh, you can't do your nails or you can't do your eyelashes and whatever. But for me, that was my healing journey. While I was on my healing journey from him, I wanted to make myself feel and look beautiful. So me getting my nails done, a lot of people may judge it as, oh, you can't pray with that and whatever. But that's my healing. How are you judging that when God probably knows what's in my heart and I'm doing it to look for a certain way because I went through some form of trauma? But a lot of people don't understand it. So I just brush off like whatever, it is what it is. But for me, it was my healing thing. So the way I look after myself now is because I need to look a certain way or else I feel ugly. It's because of that trauma that I went through.
Yeah. Would you say you're still healing from it?
I'd say in some form, yeah. It still plays at the back of your head. I'm talking about 13 years later, it still plays at the back of your head that, am I ugly? I look in the mirror in the morning and I just think, like, there may not be much imperfections in me right now, but I just look at myself like, oh, I don't like this and I don't like that. But I think it goes back to that as well, because when I was younger, I wasn't like that. I was never like self-conscious or whatever. I used to, whatever I looked like, I was fine. But I think when you go through some form of trauma, it does stick with you for a long time, and you don't know that as well, because indirectly it just plays that, oh, am I looking ugly? Or am I looking this? And when I say it to certain people, oh, do I look nice or do I look ugly? And they're like, why do you say ugly? The word ugly should not even come out your mouth.
That's true.
Yeah. And they just say, oh, do I look, you can use a different word, but I just use the word ugly because that's what he made me feel. He made me think I was. So I think till day, I kind of am healing from it.
Since then, have you had any relationships since then?
Don't get me wrong, I have spoken to a few people and whatever, but when it's your first love,
yeah,
you'd never forget that.
Yeah.
And then the first love was, for me, in my eyes, he was a very good looking man. I've never met a very good looking man since. But with them as well, it was like, I've been proposed to as well multiple times. Yeah. And I'm just like, yes. I've just run away from it so fast.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Like, you just getting people proposing to you?
No, I've made friends. We've become good friends. They've talked about other stuff and whatever. And then one day we've gone out on a meal or whatever as friends. And then I've been proposed to, and I'm just like, I've got about 3-4 rings at home. Not gonna lie. So not responded to them, and I'm just like,
accepted the rings. Like, yeah, I'll think about it.
The rings were nice. So, and I'm just like there was one that I considered at one point, and then because he was like so many years older than me, I thought, not really. I don't think I want to do this. Like, it's your time for me. It's not my time. Like, I'm not ready for this. It kind of took a long time to heal from him as well. Like, as we go along, it's like I'll run away from it. Like, the idea of marriage is so beautiful in my head. Like, it's meant to be a good partnership between two people. Like, you're both partners, you're doing a lot of things together, you know, you're having a hunky-dory life or whatever. Don't get me wrong, we have ups and downs, but you're partners together. For me, I'm scared of that partnership again. I'm scared of that love again. I'm scared of giving myself up to someone and thinking, because I know I give full-heartedly and then I will get heartbroken. And I have had a few friends and whatever you can call them, right? But when it comes down to marriage, I don't think I'd have married them anyway.
You've had people call you beautiful.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Sometimes I used to think, at first I used to think, they were lying to me and whatever. But now I just take it as a compliment, like, thanks for the compliment, but what can you do for me? Like, why are you calling me beautiful?
When you say lying, is that stem from your past being told that you're not? That's why I asked, like, do you still view yourself in the way that you told you, despite if people might say you're beautiful and you're like, no, I'm not?
Yeah, I've had it before, like, where I've thought in my head, no, I don't look right today. And why has he said to me that you're good looking? And I'm like, but to other people, I always say that the beauty is held. You know how to have that saying? That
I have to behold them.
Yeah, that one. That's the one. Yeah. You know, when I say it to some, you probably see me as that, but then some people don't. And then there's a lot of thing going around recently, like, especially, you know, because I work in a gym environment. They always say to me that I feel as though the men are intimidated by you because you're a good looking woman and whatever. And I'm just like, if I would have been single. Someone would have actually like thought, right, you know, let me get to know her as a person. Let me become friends with her. Maybe friendship could turn into something, but I've not even had that.
Because they're intimidated, like you just said. Like,
they can't add up to, I don't get it. I'm not even a high maintenance girl. I just need some time and a love and an affection.
Do you have a resting face?
When I'm training, I'm just like...
that face of don't come near me.
Yeah.
Because a few people now I used to see people now, that I used to see around, and they used to have that resting bee face. And then one day you get talking to them, and I'm like, you're actually nice. And they're like, and I said, I used to think you were angry. And they're like, why don't you always have that resting bee face? And I'm like, a lot of people say that, and I'm like, yeah, you came across like don't come near me. That kind of look like.
I've had that before. I've had someone say to me that, oh, you look like someone with such high standards that you wouldn't even talk to me. And I'm just like, everyone's a human. We all come from God. Like, nobody above anyone. You know, I don't get why you would even think something like that.
In the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You know, Marmite.
Yeah.
We're looking back. What expectations were put on you as a young woman?
When I became a single parent, I think that kind of like struck me like, right, I got to pick my pants up. I've got a whole baby here to look after. And I remember when I used to go shopping with my ex-husband, and just over nappies and household items, he was like kicking off with me in Asda and stuff like that. Honestly, God, I can't even say half the stuff that we went through.
Kicking off, like, why?
Like, he didn't want to buy it, and no money and stuff like that. And, you know, stuff. And for me, being a young girl and I had a job in her life and whatever, it was just like, right, I can't be in this situation. So the way I put it is, I was sent back to my mum's house at the age of 20. I had no money in my pocket, no roof over my head, and no food in my belly. And I had to change that. So if you look at the way me and my son live now, yes, it's kind of like high maintenance, but I've built it to that point where it's high maintenance for us, but we keep it in our limits as well, because he understands as well that there's certain things that we can do and some certain things we can't do. Like, I kind of have kept his feet on the ground as well. Like, you know, I'll say to him half the time, oh, we're skint. And you're like, the stuff that we buy doesn't seem like we're skin. And I'm like,
How old is it?
14.
Like these teenagers these days.
Honestly, I think I'll go with them.
Honestly, the stuff we buy, we're not skin. Like,
It doesn't seem like we're skin. And I'm like, yeah, we're skin.
oh.
I remember going from a BMW and I bought an 12 grand car outright, and it kind of like messed up. The engine went on it. And for me, I was in my head, I couldn't justify buying another engine for six grand. I was like, I could buy a whole new car.
Yeah.
So I went from a BMW back to a Yaris. The child wouldn't sit in the car. And he was like, this is embarrassing. And I'm like, we came from a Yaris. We started with a Yaris. You were just like 2 years old then, but we started at a Yaris and we built it up, right? So since then, I've just been having small cars. I was like, you got to keep his feet on the ground. You can't, like, we're not always flying in the sky. He's got to understand that not everything comes easy. You gotta pay for stuff. You gotta build it. You gotta work for it and earn it. And that's how you get these things. But so now he's kind of like, I think he knows now, like, oh, there's, we've got to do these things. Like, he wants certain things and make him earn it. Save it up. I'll give you money every week. You save it.
Yeah.
I know until you. And then he goes to me. He wants a PC that's about 500 quid. He goes, it'll take me 5 years for this. Boy, it is what it is.
Well, sure, the price will drop by then.
Yeah.
I'll get it cheaper. Becoming a mum at 18, what changed overnight?
The responsibility of having that child there, and that fully depended on me. And obviously and you know what it is, when you look at your baby, when you've given birth, the love that you have for your child is so, it's unexplainable. Like, he is the only thing that I live for. Do you get what I mean? Like, I wanna do these long hours. I wanna do these things because I want to give my child a better life. And then, honest to God, it's a different feeling. It makes you grow up a lot faster. Like, this child, don't get me wrong, I had my parents there at that time to help me and whatever. I didn't know what I was doing. He used to cry. He's crying. I don't know what I'm doing. But it really changes you. It makes you softer. It makes you feel a lot more love that you didn't know. And I think as though he's grown older, the love's gone more deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
I've been sending him reels recently, from Instagram about mother and son and whatever. And he goes to me, I don't watch any of them. And I'm like, what on earth? And it's so half of them are respecting your mum. And I'm like, yeah, respect your mum.
These teenagers.
Honestly.
Gen Z, Alpha, whatever it is, like, it's just a different breed out there. Like, they're just
honestly
so cocky and like.
When he sits in the car and he puts some music on, and I'm like, I feel like a gangster. Like, I don't listen to these songs. I listen to love songs, like nice mellow songs and stuff like that. And he's just like put some gangster on, like boof 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 boof, like going on it.
I can only imagine what you're listening to, honestly. By 20, you were separated while everyone else around you was getting married. How isolating was that?
So I really felt that one, and it really hurt. But there was one person that said to me, she goes to me, Tanzi, remember, you're going through it now at a young age. You'll be able to get over it quicker now than if this was to happen to you in 10 years' time. And these girls that are getting married now, maybe in 10 years' time, they'll be in your position as you are. And it'll take them a lot longer to heal from their trauma, whatever they've gone through. And by that time, when you're that age, 10 years down the line, look at yourself and look back and see how far you've come. And that, I've still remembered it till date. When my son turned 10, I think it was 10, and I looked back and I thought, remember when she said that? I'm in a whole different space now, that I've built my life differently now. Like, I'm actually, I run a whole household by myself. I run a whole child. That's another investment. Like, that's expensive. The child is expensiver than the house. True. Got to put it that way. And I always think I've come a long way from where I was back when I was 20. And mentally, physically, financially, everything is a lot better because I've worked hard for it. But I don't think I'd ever want to put myself in a position where I was when I was 20. And I do see a lot of girls nowadays as well. Like I've got a lot of girls that are friends and stuff like that that ring me and say, come and pick me up. I've had enough of the husband, or can't stand the kids and whatever. And sometimes when they sit there, and I say it a lot, and like, you know, in the gym especially, like, because I've trained a lot of women, and when they're in the class and they're talking about the mother-in-laws and the sister-in-laws and this and that, whatever, and I'm just like, thank God I ain't got this in my life. You know, and I just think in my head, I've got so much peace, and they just make me realize it, that I've got peace in my life without all of that. So why would I want to jeopardize that? So if someone's ever was to come in my life, you've got to keep that peace. If you're going to jeopardize my peace, it's not going to happen, because
Are any of them happy?
not really.
No,
I'm not even joking. A lot of people that are married are so unhappy in their life. Honest to God, like I've seen them, I'm just like, that's not what I want. I want to be in love. I want to be so in love, like 20 years down the line. I might want to murder the bastard, but I want to.
Why are they not in love? Are they not in love?
I don't think so. I think it's, you know, some people just settle. And I feel as though, like, you know, when they get married, they don't put effort in. And if you don't put effort in, it's just settling. And then then you grow apart as well.
Yeah.
And they don't understand it, that you've got to keep putting effort in. And having a third person come and put their 2 pence in your relationship, that messes you up. Because I've been there as well.
I've had to learn about that. Like, yeah.
The 2 pence part, they need to F off.
That 2 pence turned into £2.
Yeah.
And then 2 kilos is a heavy weight.
Yeah, literally. And some of the stuff that they were saying, there was one girl, she was talking about how her in-laws were treating her in a certain way. And I was just like, thank God. Thank God I'm not there. Thank God I've turned a whole book. I've not even turned a page. I've turned a whole book over and moved on in my life. Like, we're on book 2 now. Like, past that stage.
But you still have hopes of getting married one day and being happy?
Yeah, I do want a partner. I don't want to be alone, because I don't, like, my son one day will be having his own partner. He'll have his own kids and whatever. I can't wait to be a grandma though. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait. And every time I say it to him, he's like, it's a long time, yeah. And I'm like, I just want to be a grandma. I'm going to be a grandma.
Why do you want to be a grandma?
It's the love that you have for, like, your child's kids. You know, my family's going to be growing and stuff like that. That's the love I want.
I'm like dreading it. Me, like, I'm just not ready yet for that.
I'm going to be a young granny. They're going to be like, my grandma goes to the gym.
You're hoping to be a young granny?
Yeah. My grandma goes to the gym, and they're going to be like, oh, your grandma goes to the gym.
How old are you now?
32.
So what would be the ideal age to be a grandma?
42.
40. Okay, yeah, you got 10 years. Like, yeah, even then I'm like, I don't want to be a grandparent. Like,
oh, I can't wait to be a grandpa. I love kids, as long as they're not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my nieces or my nephews, oh my God, I love them to bits. Like, one looks like me. She my darling. I love her to bits. Like, she wants candy all the time, but she's in love with her dad.
I love kids. I have my kids young, but it's like, I had them young, they've grown, and then now I'm like, you know, I don't want to be a grandparent. Like, not yet. Like, nah. When I was growing up, grandparents were old.
The love you have for those kids is, I have it already and they're not even born yet.
But I'd have more love for them if I have them later on in life.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I need time, like, to accumulate wealth and time where I can spend it with them and so forth. And wisdom. I still feel young at heart. I feel
true.
Right to be a grandparent. I'm like, grandparent, like, I'm like trying to get out with the boys. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it won't make any sense to me. Like, this is a weird one. I feel like it'll force me to grow up now. Yeah. Like, I can't act a certain way anymore because I'm a grandparent. Like, what are you doing on the Xbox?
No, we can be. You can be young grandparents.
I don't want to be a young grandparent. I was a young dad. I don't want to be a young grandparent.
How old were you when you had the kids?
18.
Really?
Yeah, I was 18.
Wow.
18, like kids in 20s now. Like, yeah. Wow. So, like, yeah, to be honest, my son has done quite well because he's 23 this year. Yeah. And when I was 23, I had 2 kids. You know, like, so I'm like, you know, I'm glad he's not done that yet. Yeah. Yeah. When did you realize you was carrying more responsibility than most people your age?
I think now I kind of see it a lot more. Like, there's the amount of people I train and the amount of girls I see in the gym and the way I talk to them and whatever, they're very childish. They don't know what, like, there's a girl that, like, certain girls that I train, they're 18. I had a whole child when I was 18. You can't wake up by yourself without your mum telling you to wake up. You can't even do anything for yourself. And I had a whole child when I was 18. And then there's 24-year-olds and whatever. And I was running a whole household at 24. Like, I was trying to, like, you know, work for a whole house and whatever. And you're still acting like a baby.
But would you say they're acting like a baby, or they're just being young and free because, you know, like we were forced to grow up because we had kids in it? Because when I look back, I've got like two kids that are older.
Yeah.
And then two that are younger.
Yeah.
The older two I had when I was younger. And then obviously the younger two I had when I was, 30. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
29, 30. No, 28, whatever. 28, 29. Yeah, confusing myself. So like for 29, 30 onwards and so forth. And like, I say I'm a better parent with the younger ones.
Yeah.
Because I've got a lot more patience and understanding. I'm like, it's like when the kids are eating.
Yeah.
They're going to get messy. And when I was young and the young ones are eating, I'm like, no, stop it. No, stop it. And you're like, you can't just, Jimmy's going to cause the mess. It's part of learning.
Yeah.
They throw food and I'm like trying to clean up every second while they're doing it. It's like, oh, like they're not listening. But when I got older with the little two, it's like, hey, eat, I'll clean up after. The kids in it, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And you just got.
But I say that as well. If I was to have kids now, I would do it differently. But because, when I was 18 and when you have a kid, when I go back to it, I went to a therapist once and when I spoke out of how I felt like a bad mum at one point, all sorts of stuff. And I felt like she goes to me, there's a thing called postnatal depression.
Yeah.
You probably went through that and you didn't know that you were going through that, because there was a point where I couldn't even handle his crying. I couldn't handle the fact that he was he was doing certain things or he was eating in a certain way. And I feel as though like my mum's OCD as well. And I feel as though there was some pressure from that side as well. And everything come together, it was kind of like I was depressed in a way as well. And I don't think that helped me being a young mum. And I feel as though if I had a kid now, I would do it completely different to what I did then. I'd let my child enjoy their childhood.
Yeah.
Rather than, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do this. Like now he does everything at home. Like he really helps me out with the household chores and everything like that. And then like yesterday I was on mum at home in the morning. So he got a telling off when he got back from school. Have you dusted your room? Yeah, but he goes to me, he came in my room on, I think it was on was it Monday? Oh, your room's smelly. And I was like, my room's not smelly. I'm sure it's not. So then I had that stuck in my head, right? So, because I was off in the morning, I was like, right, you know what? I'll change the bedding tomorrow in my room. Maybe it was the bedding or something like that, or I'll air the room out or whatever. Because it got stuck in my head that my room was smelly. So I've done my room, then I've gone and opened his bedroom. It stank. And then there was bits all over the floor. There was dust everywhere. And I was like, you had the audacity, boy. You had the audacity to tell me my room stank. Have you seen the state of yours? Honestly, so I cleaned most of it, but then he did the rest. He's really good like that now, but I feel as though he's had to grow up as well because there's been no man around.
Yeah.
My brother has done the dad figure, but then again, he has his own family as well. It's not like he's been there every single day.
Father not involved?
He is involved, but he decides not to be involved. So because he was from overseas, he needed a visa, the whole shebang. Kind of used me, kind of used him. When it came down to it, like my son was very, very young when he left. He had a chance to build a relationship with him. And he's 14 now. He could have had a very strong relationship with his child, but he chose not to. Since the age of about 6 or 7, I was forcing the relationship. So he did not want, it was like my son didn't want to go to him. And then come down to, now he's in a private school, come down to September this year.
Private school?
Yeah.
Yes, the one's doing all right.
Yeah. So I mean, he keeps saying we're not skiing.
Listen, I agree with him.
But I feel as though it's done him good, this private school, like keeping him away from trouble and stuff. So what I did was I must have said to his dad, if you pay half and I pay half, it's a lot easier for us to put him in a private school. come September, he's bought a bill home saying that your dad's not paid last year's. So for him, in his head, he was like, this is it. Like, he doesn't do anything for me. He's never bought me anything. He's never put any effort in my life, or he doesn't bring any value to my life. So he kind of blocked him. So, and since then, his dad's just stopped being in touch as well. So, and it's like, you could ring me and ask me, like, I want to see my child. I want to do this. Nothing. He's not wanting to. I don't know what's going on in his mind at this point. So I'm just like, it is what it is.
You don't have any contact at all?
You know, I tried to text him and stuff like that, saying that, oh, you've not seen him. And it's just like, he'll blank me. It is what it is. You do you. And then he tried to come back 2 years ago. And my sister was laughing at me for this. She goes, don't you dare, Tanzi, go back there. And I was like, I would never go back there. But I was seeing karma. So I was trying to see what karma had done to him, like, kind of thing. So he's come back and he was like, oh, I really made the biggest mistake of my life, leaving you and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I'd be in the same position if you left me, you know. But for me, I was just like, I wanted to see what he was. So we went out as a family a few times, me, him and my son. But he was more into me. And he kept saying stuff to me like, oh, you're so good looking and this and that. But why has that changed now? And then because I wasn't giving him any heads up on anything, he tried to, how I built my confidence up to here, he tried to drop me. And he said one thing and I goes, no, we don't do this.
Okay.
No, we don't do this. And he was like, what do you mean? I goes, no, where I built myself now, we don't go down, we go up. And I take everyone up with me. So don't even talk to me about this. I goes, from here, I don't care what you feel about me. I don't care whatever. We are not going to go out again. I'm not doing this again with you. And I don't think he liked it. And then I have a thing, I hate his sister. And I keep saying I'm going to spit on her. And I said it to him, I goes, don't get me wrong, that still stands. I'm still going to spit on her.
Really?
Knock her out. She was 13 years old. So imagine me being a 32-year-old, picking a fight with an 18-year-old. Who's going to win? Me?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I've got more life experience. I'll win any day over an 18-year-old. So, and that's what she did with me.
Oh, she thought that.
She was 13 years older than me. So, and she picked a fight with me for no reason. She just wanted control over her brother. Keep him.
Keep him, you know.
Yeah, literally.
You got divorced at 24.
Yeah.
And you lost your dad in the same year. How did that change you?
I think that was mentally, I was in a very, very bad place at that time. And I think that's where my fitness journey kind of started as well, because I didn't know, like, I was working as a carer at that point. So I was caring for people, but mentally and physically, I was just not where I wanted to be. Like, mentally, especially, I was gone. Like, I remember going to my PT and saying to him that, oh, you know, I feel a certain type of way and whatever. And I just need to feel better. And he was a black guy. Like I say, black guys have nice bodies, but you know. So.
Can I say you're Caribbean?
So I used to go in, and at first I started off like 1 day a week with him and whatever. I ended up doing 5 days a week because he was like so addicting, the way he was as a person. I used to go in, and just that 1 hour of the way he used to talk, he's put all that positive energy in me, all that negative energy used to go. He used to kill me in between, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I was dying with these exercises. And he was killing me off and everything like that. But all my positivity was coming in. He used to make me laugh. He used to make me joke. Anything that I used to feel, he used to like resolve my issue, everything like that. And it made me feel so much better. So, and it was like an addiction 5 days a week. And then certain times, can we do the weekend? No, you're not doing the weekend. You can't do 7 days a week kind of thing. You need rest, right? But for me, I was kind of like addicted to him so much that I was with him for like 3-4 years or something like that, like consistently. Like, it was, and until today, we're still friends because I really highly respect him, because what he's done for me is life-changing. And that's why I do it for other people. And with other people, they'll hear my crap as well, like, oh my God, this guy's this, or this girl's this, and whatever. And they'll be sit there, they'll be doing that, say, like, don't make me laugh. I'm dying here. And I'm like, yeah, just laugh while you're dying. But But he absolutely, like, for me mentally, he really helped me, especially the first 4 months. The first 4 months, I just wanted to get better mentally. And the way he did it, I don't know how he did it. I always used to say to him, you're my therapist. After 4 months, I kind of realized I lost weight at the same time. I was like, oh my God, I looked at myself. I was like, oh my God, something's happened to my body. So I weighed myself. I was like, oh shit, I've dropped like 10 kg. So, and I must have said it to him, and he was like, excellent. And I was like, but I've not been eating right. Let me start eating right now. Oh my God, I could have lost more. So from there, I think that's when my fitness journeys kicked in. Like, this is working. Mentally it was working, physically it was working, and I always give it down to him. I fucking love you, Edson. That's all I can say. He is one, like, you know when people say that behind a successful man there's a woman, I always say behind a successful woman is a man. And for me, it was him.
Is he single?
I think he's got someone new. But
you never?
No, because it's a friendship. Because you know, if you want friends for life, you don't go there. Because if you go there, then you can't be friends afterwards.
Well, if you get married, you are friends for life. Like, yeah.
But if you look at him, he's like 51 or something like that now, 50 or something, and he does not look it. He's very like, he's gorgeous. I remember saying to him as well, I want your muscles, I want your arms. I fucking got them.
But you know, yeah.
Mini Edson.
Mini Edison.
Yeah.
You graduated at law at 24.
Yeah.
Went alone. What was that moment like in life?
I think because it was my dad passed away, and you know, as Muslims, we have this thing that once the husband passes away, the woman has to stay indoors for a certain period of time, just to like mourn and whatever. And so I couldn't tell my mum. So that year I was graduating, and obviously my dad had passed away literally 3 months beforehand. So I was like, do I tell him? Do I not tell him? What do I do? And originally I had tickets for the whole family. Like, obviously every time someone's graduated, like my sister graduated, my brother, we all went as a family and spent a whole day and whatever. I don't think it was the right time for me to tell anyone. I think everyone was just mourning.
Yeah.
And nobody was in the right headspace. Even I wasn't in the right headspace. So when it came down to it on the day, there was obviously my class fellows were there and everything like that. They were there. And when I sent a picture, I think my mum was kind of like taken back that you've not said it. And I was like, it's not the fact that I didn't say it. It's because everyone's mourning. I didn't know how to say it to you. That it's my graduation. It's the happy moment, but we're going through such a sad period of our life that can we not? My brother was saying it to me there that day. He goes, why are you graduating by yourself? Mate, I've come home with it on. So I actually went home with the whole gown on and everything like that just to show them. And they were kind of like taken back, like, why didn't you tell anyone? I was like, it's not about that. We're going through such a sad period. Like, can you imagine, like, it's my birthday in March. 2 days after my birthday, my dad had a heart attack. And for me, when it comes down to my birthday, that's one thing that comes to my mind, that my dad passed away in the same month I was born, kind of thing. So it kind of like hits you differently. I don't think anyone understands it as well. Like, when you talk to someone about it, like, oh, it was in my birthday, 2 days after my birthday, they just think, oh, it is what it is, kind of thing. But for me, your parent is a parent, whatever they're like, they're gonna stay your parents. And when they pass away, it hurts the kids more than anyone else because it was your parent.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I think that period, it was just very hard mentally. I think that's why the effect of me going into the gym and mentally getting better was because of a lot of things piled into one, and my brain was going like haywire. Like, what do I do? Do I just eat myself fat? I don't want to eat myself fat. My face used to be so big, right? My cheeks looked like they had been puffed out with a balloon. Like, I am telling you, that's how big they were.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can't imagine it.
Like a balloon, like you're pumping a balloon.
Yeah, I just can't imagine like that. Like, yeah. Interesting, right? So you graduated at law.
Yeah.
Did you ever go down that route?
I went down that route.
Okay.
Did the whole shebang and everything. And
what kind of law did you get into?
PI.
Personal injury?
Yeah. Okay. So I think I shouldn't have gone to that field because everywhere I went, it was like, I was going to work and they were all flirting. And I just couldn't be asked. I just was like, I can't not go to work every single day of my life and just flirt with my bosses. And I just couldn't not do it. And then, honest to God, like, in our culture, they talk about having a respectful job. And sometimes they say, oh, you're not in a respectful job, you're in a gym. I think it is a respectful job compared to what I've been through. Like, first of all, I went through law and it was like everyone was flirting. And when I left law and they kept saying, why are you not doing law? And I was just like, I just couldn't go into work anymore and flirt with everyone. It's either flirt with them or have a bad day. So I was going to flirt. Do you get what I mean? And that was me, like,
That's
not do it.
Day just flirting.
Honest to God, like, one of the days, one of the head solicitors wanted to take me to court with him. So we were going to court, right? Bear in mind, this is a whole married man and everything like that. and I'm just like being me, I'm your worker, I'm in your team, whatever. On the way back, man's took me shopping. I didn't say no, don't get me wrong, I didn't say no.
Okay,
right?
what did you get?
I got a bag. I got a bag out of it.
It's always a bag in it, man.
Yeah.
Every woman wants the bag.
And then it was like, I think at that point, I kind of thought, and then we had dinner together and then we were talking. You're a whole married man. Your whole wife's had a baby. Like, you got a whole thing going on at home. And you sat here with me like this. If that was my man, I would fucking slaughter him to death. Do you get what I mean? Like, why are you doing this kind of thing? And I just thought, this is not me. I can't do this for the rest of my life. And then as I went on, obviously caring was good as well and whatever. Even in caring, if I was doing males, I'm seeing genetical parts.
Hey.
Do you get what I mean? Like, and apparently they're respectful jobs. But me working in a gym, I talk to who I want to talk to. I don't talk to who I don't want to talk to. If I want to ignore someone, I will ignore you. Like, you will know that I've not ignored you. And if I want to ban you from the gym, I will fucking ban you from the gym. But apparently that's not a respectful job. And I'm like, no, I think it's a respectful job. For me, it is.
You feel safe in the gym?
Yeah.
As a single mum of 13 years, what were the hardest unseen struggles?
The unseen struggles is like when you've got nothing in your pocket, not a penny in your pocket, and you don't know how tomorrow's going to go along and how you're going to plan tomorrow out. And just bear in mind, like, you work a full-time job. I don't get how I used to work. Honest to God, this is the only job that I've got that I've got like money in my pocket. Thank the Lord. But every other job, like when I was a solicitor, I was a carer, doing all these jobs, I've always been a hard worker. So I used to work like from 6 a.m. to 10, 11 o'clock at night, but I still not got a penny in my pocket. How has that happened? Now I work in my respectful job, and I have money in my pocket all the fucking time. I'm not like, so the past 3-4 years, I've actually been all right. But before, it was like everything went on the child and the house and whatever. I remember there was times where I didn't even have petrol money, times where I didn't even have money to put on electric, in the house and stuff like that. And nobody sees that because you've got to keep it to yourself. And there's like 1 or 2 people that you tell, like your best friends, that will know that you went through them struggles. Yeah. And I've got one best friend, she says to me now that, oh, Tanzi, you're not in that thing anymore where you're struggling. And I'm like, the struggle's over because I've got to where I am right now. Do you get what I mean? The struggle is over. I'm upgrading my life now in such a way that I don't need to I'm not scraping pennies anymore. Do you get what I mean? Like, you'd have money, but there was no money. How? I don't get it. I didn't used to get that.
This is one thing I always say, like, about living in Great Britain. It's just like, everything's so expensive. I'm like,
they pay you money to take it back. That's how I say it.
Yeah.
Literally. And then you've got a whole child to go along with as well. You've got, if like a lady was asking me the other day, she goes to me, it's hard being a single parent. Like, when you run out of money, you go to your partner or give me some money or whatever. But with a single parent, you can't run to anyone. Don't get me wrong, I could run to my family if I wanted to, right? But they have their own things. I have to think that as well. And don't get me wrong, I've asked like my sisters and brothers for money at times and whatever. But it's not what I want to do. It's embarrassing for me to do that. Do you get what I mean? So I never wanted to do that. But it's just like, when you run out of money, you've got to plan your life out. You've got to budget your life up. Like, when you go out, of shopping, and then you'll see someone buying so many things, and you're just like, I can't do that. I've got this budget, and I can't spend more than that. And if I do spend more than that, then I can't pay my bill, or I can't do this and I can't do that. So for me, it's just like you've got to do what you can, and it's been hard. It has been a very, very, very difficult journey. It's especially as a single parent. I always say to everyone, don't become single. Like, do what you gotta do, right? But there's one friend, she's got 4 kids, and she was like, "Oh, I think it's over." I was like, "No, it's not." I goes, "Go back, go sort it out. You're not doing it." I'm with 1, and it's hard. With 4, it's gonna be harder. There's another lady that she's got 3. It is hard as hell, and especially when there's not a lot of family to help you around as well. But with me, luckily, I've had my family. Like, I've had that little bit of freedom because I can just leave my son and my mum. I live right next door to my mum anyway now, but
Hey, Mom.
Just go next door, eat next door. I even say that to him now. Just go eat next door.
Oh,
don't eat my chicken, go eat next door.
Literally next door.
Yeah, literally next door.
All right. Just knock the wall through.
So they've got the gardens matched up. That's the furthest we go.
What kept you going on the days when you felt emotionally exhausted?
My son, the love I have for my son. I think for me, I just wanted to give him everything that he wanted. Don't get me wrong, there's been times I'm not giving him what I can, but I do remember a time someone goes to me, "Oh, your son's always dressed well and he always looks well. Now he's got this ugly, God knows what haircut, but I've always kept him in a way that he's very presentable, and he's not like, just because he's not got his dad around, that his mum can't dress him well. I've always dressed him well, made him look well, and he is my main purpose of me being the way I am. And he kind of supports me in a lot of ways. He always says, "Tell him to get lost." Like, if anyone says anything to me, tell him to get lost. I've got you. Don't say this about my mum. Or if this person said this and I said this. And I'm like, you can't be rude back. You just be nice about it, but don't be rude about it. But he's like my backbone for everything. And I always say to him as well, if I ever die, all I'm going to be saying is your name. And he was like, I think I know that.
You worked as a carer for 10 years. What did that teach you about people and resilience?
Some people are selfish.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You can do so much for people and they will be very ungrateful for it. Some people are very nice about stuff, but there's a lot of people that are very ungrateful. So
you're talking about patience?
Patience.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I say you gotta do stuff for yourself, because everyone around you is always thinking about themselves. And that's what I learned in care. Like, I've done a lot for a lot of clients. My favourite clients are the ones that upset me the most. Like, the ones that I went over and beyond with that I shouldn't have done, and they are the ones that hurt me, and just like, that's not what I expected from you. But then they are the ones that did it. Do you get what I mean? Like, and the ones that you do barely anything for, they were very grateful. So it's just like, don't give your all out to someone as well. That is one thing I've learned, and I always say, like, have a backbone for yourself. Right? Yes, you might be doing this and that but keep it to a limit. Don't go exceed your limits with people, because they're very, very ungrateful. And I didn't expect to have that as a carer, because I'm a very caring person. I'd look after people, I'd do it, whatever. But some people are very, very ungrateful.
Did caring for others ever mean that you had to neglect yourself?
A lot. Many times. Like, and how do I say it? Like, there was a certain clients that I had that I would take money out of my own pocket to pay for their things. Or like, like, just say if we're going out, like, I had this thing, like, if we were carers, if we went out for breakfast, the client had to pay for our meal as well.
Really?
Yeah, so that it used to work like that. But for me, I used to feel bad. I used to think, they can't pay all the time. Do you get what I mean? I used to think, nah, I can't do that every single time.
Yeah.
You feel it in your heart. So they're doing it once, they're doing it twice, and the third time you're like, oh, you know what, I'll pay. But you know what, next time you come, you pay, and then I'll pay, and then we'll do it like that. Once you pay, once I pay. And then imagine doing stuff like that, and then when they're short on money, you've actually helped them with groceries, you've actually bought milks and certain things to their house and helped them out when you know that at home you ain't even got a fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
to go home to. Do you get what I mean? And certain things that you do, and that's why I say people are very ungrateful. The more you give to people, the more they will take away from you. So you've got to keep it to a limit because they're not going to appreciate
it. Looking back now, how strong do you realise that you've come before you got into your fitness?
How strong I've become. I feel as though mentally I've become a lot. I was mentally strong because I knew what I needed to do for myself and my son and how to build our life before I got into fitness. But I think when I did get into fitness, it's helped me a lot more. It's like a lot more clear thinking rather than harsh thinking. I had a very bad anger issue. Like if whoever was going to watch this and think of me as a person that's angry, I was a very angry person at one point. You would never believe it. Like I'm very calm now, but there was a point where I would just get frustrated at everything. I was very, very angry. And you know, like when a relationship breaks and you think, obviously not everything, it's not everything is two people, both of you have made mistakes. You've got to both think, what did I do wrong and how do I resolve to stop myself from doing that again? So I reflected on that and my issue was my anger. So I've kind of like worked on my anger a lot. So even if someone said something shitty to me, I'd just be like, okay, whatever kind of thing. Like, you know, it is what it is. They might be saying out something's gone on in their life, something's happened. That's why they probably didn't mean it kind of thing. But there was a point where I used to get frustrated and I used to lash out. And I used to hit back like 10 times harder, especially with my ex-husband. My God. You know, when they say you had a feisty bitch, I was a feisty bitch. Okay. With him, I was. But I kind of think he made me into that. But
was that before you got divorced or after?
While we were in the relationship. And then, especially when we were separated, he kind of like used to push my buttons more. I used to call his sister, I used to swear at his sister to her face. Like, no fucks given. I was like, it is what it is. You've pushed me to that limit. And I was very feisty. But then when I reflected on what my issue was, my whole issue was anger. So anybody could say anything to me now and just be like, okay, it's fine. And even if you're arguing with me, don't argue with me. You are right, I am wrong. I'm sorry I even said anything. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I made myself stronger that way before fitness. But with fitness, I think it kind of like cleared the fogginess in my head and kind of like helped me calm my nerves down a lot more. So to the calm person I am right now, it has taken a lot for me to get here. Or else I even asked my family. I used to have anger issues when I was 16.
Anger issues?
I had really bad anger issues.
Going through that teenage anger.
So my sister-in-law asked me a few weeks ago, my niece, she looks like me. She's everything like me, yeah? She's got some anger issues. And they're all like, she's exactly like Tanzi when she was small. And she was like, oh, how did you get over it? And I was, life experience. Life just got me over it. Push my right buttons and you'll get anger out again.
So when did fitness enter your life?
After my divorce.
Straight after?
Straight after. First I was doing it like, I went to certain classes like with Edson, he had like these few classes that he was doing in a different gym. I remember meeting him there. But you know, when I went into fitness first, I didn't really know what I was going to do or what I wanted to do. And I kind of like just went into it thinking, okay, it's a class. Let me go to these classes and whatever. But then when I was coming out of them classes, I was feeling so hungry. I used to go eat a burger. It's supposed to take it. I deserve it now. And there was never going to be results. You know, you get what I mean? And then I think there came to a point in my life, right? I was working as a carer. Mentally, everything's messed up. The whole shebang's going on. And I'm going into a client's house and she's rubbing my belly and she goes, how many months pregnant are you?
Oh,
yeah. And I was just like, my child was about 5 or 6 then. I was like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was like, right, no, this has got to change. I got to stop eating.
Did she really think you were pregnant or was she like?
No, she actually rubbed my belly. She goes, how many months? And I was like, and you know something, I used to feel, I used to be very bloated. And anytime I used to eat, I used to look pregnant. And I used to say the whole shebang, like, I can't even say half the words on this right now, but I'd say I couldn't see certain parts of my body and stuff like that because my belly was so big. And yeah, everything about me was just wrong. And then when she said that, I was like, right, like, okay, I need to sort this out. My friend went to JD Gyms and I went on her friend's account, her sister's account, as you're not allowed to do it, but yeah. So I've gone in and I saw Edson there and I was like, oh my God, he's the trainer that I was looking for, because I didn't want to go to anyone else, because when I used to go to his classes, it was like, he used to kill us off and I used to feel it. And then I thought, right, okay, I'm going to go to him. And, I just spoke to him and he was like, yeah, well, I'll get in touch with you by the evening. Forget the evening. I think it was about, and every hour I kept ringing him. Are you done yet? Like, are you done yet? Like, I need someone.
I need you.
Do you get what I mean? Like, and then when I spoke to him over the phone, told him about how I felt and whatever, and he was like, "Smashing, let's sort this out. Let's get you mentally right first before anything else." And he actually did it. I can't say enough about him. He is someone that I would praise till the end, till I die, to be honest. So it's life-changing what a person can do for you.
Well, someone that's had a proper positive effect in your life, I can see, man.
The love I have for him is like probably a love that I have for like my son. That's how much love I have for him.
It's like, so my next question, I feel like you've answered it enough though.
Yeah.
Is what did your personal trainer give you beyond physical results and
mentally? Yeah.
You said it like he
was like my friend. So, a lot of people used to think me and him had got something going on. Never has anything gone on between me and him. But the part where he used to hold me like a baby as well in the gym. Understandable, yeah. But I used to be like, just hold me. Sometimes I just need to be held. I might be a strong girl or whatever. Just need to be held like a baby. Just hold me like a baby.
Just hold me.
And he used to hold me. He actually used to sit there holding me. I used to be like, no wonder everyone thinks we've got something going on.
You'll be sat here like, I'm getting paid for this.
Hold me like a baby.
How did fitness change you mentally before it changed you physically? I feel like you've answered
I've answered that one, haven't you?
You've given me a lot. Like, you've given me a lot. Like, you've given me that, right? Let's talk about, when did you decide to become a personal trainer?
I think what it was is because I had a lot of positivity going on in my life and I had seen a lot of changes. A lot of people around me were like, you look good, how have you done it, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And at first I did a nutrition course because I thought, you know what, I need to know. Because I was being told by certain people that, you can't marinate this and you can't do this. And for us Asians, we've got to eat our food marinated. It's got to have some spice in it. It's got to have some flavour in it.
Same.
Yeah, honest to God, I could not in any eat that bland food. It was just like, no, it's not happening with me. I need to learn about my food. So I did a nutrition course first. And I paid about $3,000 for that one.
$3,000?
$3,000 for that one. And then I thought, you know what, I could actually do something with this. And I thought, right, let me see. Because I had, I want to say an ex, but I had a very good friend, right?
Very good. Are you still friends with him?
No.
Ex-friend then?
Ex-friend, yeah. And he was like, just do the course and whatever. So anyways, I got in touch with a few people to do the course and whatever. And he was my client. And don't get me wrong, like I was like, okay, let me see how I'll go on and whatever. So I actually took my time because I like to understand what I'm doing. It actually took me for about 2 years to actually understand what I want, because I wanted to know the anatomy, because I was going to target it as women anyway. I wanted to know the full anatomy of the body of women, and I learned a lot. When I say I learned so much about my own body as well, and I kind of like test stuff on myself before I do test it on anyone else. Yeah. And I always say to everyone, like, if I'm telling you to do something, it's because it works, because I've done it to myself. And if it didn't work on me, it wouldn't have worked on anyone else. Like, I do like natural stuff. I don't like to do anything like that's unnatural. Like, vitamins are natural. Eating proper food is natural.
Yeah.
Like protein shakes, I feel as though they're kind of like unnatural in a type of way.
Yeah, it's factual.
Yeah. And so I don't like to put them in my plans and whatever. And like, I don't even remember the last time I even had protein shake, to be honest with you. Like, I like to eat proper food, and our bodies are made for food. So I kind of like went into that field. I thought, okay, I learned a lot over 2 years. And then like I say to you, my clients upset me. my favourite clients upset me. And I thought, right, you know what, I'm going to go on a bit of a break and then we'll come back. I'm going on a 2-week break. In that 2-week break, I finished my PT course. And I never went back.
After that, you're like, yeah.
Like, you know what? Let me see if I got into JD. So I wanted to be in JD in Bolton first. And they were like, oh, we've not got any vacancies. So I applied in Bury, Salford and Wigan. And I got into all 3 of them.
Oh, really?
Honestly, day after day, I went to all 3 of them. I don't think they knew that I had gone to all 3 of them. And they all gave me the job. And for me, I had to figure out which one was closer. Which one could I get home to quicker? So I went for the Bury one, and it was absolutely the best. Honestly, I had the best manager. The gym is the best. That Bury gym, honestly,
I used to go Salford. I think that's amazing.
I don't know about that one. It was okay.
It's done me all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the food. Yeah,
Yeah, apart from the food.
we just eat food as Caribbeans, innit? We don't drink, like you said.
See, can you see? You got the muscle shape on your arm, and I've had to build mine.
That's curry goat, that.
Curry goat. Yeah, and then from there, because I got into JD, I just went for it. I just stayed on, and then I remember working in a care home at night time as well for absolutely God knows why I did that. And then from the care home, all I remember was there was a white guy called David, and I think he had an Asian wife or something. He used to see me, he's like, my wife's here. And my wife's here, and he used to say stuff to me like, are you getting in bed with me, love? And I used to be like, I'm working here, love. Like, not my folks. But yeah, I'm so glad I went into that field though, because especially the PTs in Bury, they kind of like, because it was my first step, they kind of helped me a lot. There were certain girls that really helped me a lot, and I really thank them as well, like for helping me get into the field and making me feel comfortable, because I wasn't like I could talk to someone one-to-one, but when it was like a group and stuff like that, I was kind of like shy, or don't know this, do I know that, blah, blah, blah. As you go along, you kind of learn a lot as well when you're working in the field. So I might have done all the theory work, but when it came down to practical work, it was like, what do I know, what do I not know kind of thing. So as I've gone along, I've learned a lot more. And then when this women's zone opened, I was so glad it opened. Honestly, God, like, because I had it's a women's gym, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's women's only gym, and it's the best because, like, for women, they can be comfortable in whatever they like. I always say to my clients, wear whatever the hell you want to wear, because there's only women. If you want to wear shorts, if you want to wear a crop top, there's not a single man about, and you wear, and it's the best thing that he could have done for Bolton, to open up that women's own gym. And for me, and I've still got girls coming from like Bury, Manchester, just to train with me in Bolton. I've got a girl from Huddersfield as well.
From Huddersfield?
Huddersfield, that could I don't know how many people could be in the way to come to me. Like I say, I'm not the best, right? But I'll give you my all. Do you get what I mean? But she comes all the way from Huddersfield just to train with me.
Wow, man. Damn motorway.
Yeah. Exactly.
Honestly.
And whenever she says to me, I'm not going to make it, Tanzi, the motorway's packed, and I'm like, turn the hell back round. You will do it a different day. I understand. Like, I always say to her, don't worry about stuff like that. Like, I get it as well, because you're coming from like so far. If you were from Bolton, I would be like, nah, you're pissing about now.
Motorway's murder. Like, if there's an accident, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap for the day. Like, yeah.
Yeah, forget that.
And there's no alternatives route either. It's horrible. Do you see yourself in the women that you help and train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is quite a lot of women that thank me for a lot of things that I've done from, like, there was a certain woman that came to me recently, and she's got husband issues. She's got 2 kids, and they're very young, and because she's from like a...
Husband issues or relationship issues?
Husband issues. Okay. I feel as though it's both. He's kind of like the way she's put it is like he's very like not attentive to her and the kids, and then because of that reason her relationship's having an effect on it. But for her, she always says to me, you're very motivational, you should do motivational speeches and whatever. But I feel as though I could do it to her, but sat in front of the camera, I'd be like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think I get nervous. I still got that in me. Like I'm very confident, but I'm very nervous and shy as well. I can be shy.
But you can speak to people,
yeah,
and then you can't speak to the camera. Is that because? Do you feel like you're acting when you're speaking to the camera?
Yeah, I want to be me, Like I will.
Why you?
Yeah.
But like,
Not in front of the camera. I'm just like, oh. But yeah, for her, she kind of, she was with me like for a month period because she wanted to learn a lot more about the gym and whatever. And there's been quite a lot of ladies that come for a month and then think that they can do it a lot alone. So I just let them go. And but she lost a lot of weight in that 1 month that she was with me. For her, in her head, because she started looking better, and then when someone talks to you positively, even when she comes in now, the way I greet her, she greets me so nicely as well. And she gave me a present at the end of it as well. And I was like, there was no need for that. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm here for you no matter what. If you want to talk about anything, I always say to my clients, if you want to talk about anything, I'm there all the time. Drop me a text, give me a call, whatever, I will talk to you. And just to get the stress off their heads, to get what I mean? Like when you just need someone that's not your family, not your relative, not even your friend, someone to just talk to and just say like, whatever, you can do this. If I've done it, you can do it. And for that, it makes a massive difference. And for her, I think I kind of like mentally helped her a little bit as well. Because she's feeling a lot better in herself now. And I think she went through quite a few things afterwards, and she was telling me, in the gym that, this has happened and this has happened. I feel as if she comes and offloads on me. And because I kind of motivated her a bit more, it's helped her. And she's such a wonderful person. She's such a beautiful woman. Like, honestly, when I look at her, like a lot of women think I'm a lesbian, which I'm flipping not. I say it to the camera. Just because like how they say women hate women. I don't. I absolutely love women. If a woman's got nice boobs, she's going to get told she's got nice boobs by me.
Tell them we got nice boobs, it's a problem.
Yeah. Well, if I tell her she's got nice boobs, she's getting told. She looks fucking nice that day. She's getting told that she looks nice. Whether you think I'm a lesbian or not, I am not a lesbian. But a lot of women think that I'm a lesbian, but I'm not.
With guys can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, you know what? Your hair looks nice.
You know what? I used to do it to men as well. I'd be like, oh, you look good, and they keep like, oh, thanks.
Men can't do it to men though.
But men won't talk openly as well. But there is certain ones that have recently started talking to me openly. Like you'll get the big bodybuilders, right? You just think, oh, they're the most loveliest, first of all, right? And I've had, when I'm working, I work for the gym on the weekends. And because I'm hoovering up, me and my Henry start hoovering up. Henry's my Hoover. Yeah.
We follow the Henry in our lives.
Yeah. And then I'll get people just walking with me and talking to me about the problem. And these big bodybuilders, and when they talk to you, it's like they want to offload to you because you're there listening to them and you're motivating them and you're giving them that. I feel as though certain people don't know what they want to do in their life and how they go about.
A lot of people, when you see bodybuilders in a gym, like when you see a lot of bodybuilders and they're massive, big like that for a reason, because they've got demons there fighting.
Yeah, 100%.
So when you're saying that offloading, it's like, they want to talk in it, like, the way doing enough, like, I need to get this out.
Have you noticed there's a lot of people that don't know how to be alone and they're scared to be alone? And I feel as though that's one thing that I've come across with a lot of people, especially people in relationships. Like, they're scared to be alone. For me, I enjoy my own company. I go on holidays by myself. I'll go to spas by myself. I'll go on a coffee break by myself. I'll go eat dinner by myself because I enjoy my company. And I think I've learned that over time. But there's a lot of people that think that they need someone there or else they can't survive mentally. And that is like a recurring thing from a lot of people that game. Whether that's men, that's women. There's a lot of people that have come to me speaking to me that, but I feel like this at home and I feel like irritated, or I feel this is going on and I can't be by myself. I can't do it.
I feel like we're not supposed to be by ourselves. I feel like society has had to make us tough to be strong on your own because it's so gloomy, because it's through life, a lot of people, you get let down a lot, don't you? So then you prefer to, I'm going to be on my own. Because like you were saying then, I travel a lot on my own.
Yeah.
And if we're not with the kids, I'll be on my own, go to the spa on my own. But ideally, it would be nice to have a little wolf pack with me. Like, let's go away. And like, you can trust
like
and
your
support.
partner, this is what I want. Like, when you're talking about partner, when I say I want someone, I want a partner to travel with and have loads of with. And I'm not saying on camera, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
Other than that, And that's what I want my partner for. 'Cause I always say I don't.
That's how you want your partner for.
Yeah, because there's no then everything else I can do for myself, but I want a partner like someone that's just there to talk to. But even if there isn't, like when I go on holidays, my sisters and my sister, my friends, they will all get like belly dancing videos of me. I'll be doing all sorts, like, because I've got time on my hand, right? They get some stuff and they just be like, "What on earth are you doing?" Like I'm like, by myself, I'm doing my shit. Leave me alone. But I kind of think I really do enjoy my life as well, like by myself. I do get irritated, like, like just say if I was on holiday and someone woke up late, oh, that would irritate me. Like, I'm sorry, but if we're not up at 6 o'clock in the morning and we're not out of the house or out of the flipping hotel room, should I say, I'm going to get pissed off. Like, I do activities. I go on an adventure,
I'm like that. I'm like annoyed, like, for my son, like, you in bed. What are you doing in bed? Like, do you know how much money I spent to come here? Like, get up.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Get up. No.
I went to Morocco and I had a full adventure there. I did I jumped off a cliff on the parasailing. What is it called? Parasailing? No. Paragliding. And then I went to Egypt and I did snorkeling diving with the fishes. Oh my God, it was amazing. Someone that can't swim, I was down in the water, like, take me in now.
That's one place, like.
Parasailing, oh my God, I love it. Skydiving, the whole shebang, I love it. Yeah. I've loved that adventure. I just want to throw myself off something.
That's why no one wants to travel with you.
Throwing them all off.
Catching all paragliding and jumping down in the bottom of the sea, like.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, risking life.
1 minute you're in the sky, 1 minute you're in the ocean.
Literally though, but risking life and death for that, like, yeah.
Honestly, it's amazing. It gives you that adrenaline, that thrill, like, oh my God, yes.
Fear
I think, that answers your question. If I wasn't doing a gym, I'll be doing that, throwing myself off cliffs.
Extreme sports.
Yeah, literally. Get that negative energy out. Poof. What do women come to you struggling with most? A lot of them come with their weight. And I feel as though as women, as we've grown older, we've always been taught, like, we've got to look a certain way. Our bodies have got to be a certain way and stuff like that. And I feel as though, I'm not being nasty yet, I feel as though men look at women in a certain way as well.
But who decides that though? Because, like, growing up in the 90s, it was all about, Cindy Crawford, Julia Roberts, etc. Really thin women. Even like R&B singers back then, slim bodies and so forth, the jeans. Then you get into the noughties now. Then it's like, curves. Then you get into the 2010s and it's like, okay, forget curves. It's implants and, do you know what I mean? And so forth. And then now it's like just a whole nother world. And then it's like, what is the right body? Because people are like, oh yeah, my bum's not big enough, my hip's not big enough. And it's like, well, they're not going to be because it's not you. You have to learn to enjoy what you've got. And, what you've got is beautiful, but enjoy it and make it beautiful. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than trying to look a certain way. But it's like, who decides that? Because not everybody
So there must be someone behind the scenes, whether that's their partner or something, that is telling them that you've got to look a certain way. I feel as though whatever I went through with my ex-husband, I feel as though something like that must be going on in their life for them to want to come to the gym and want to look a certain way. Because there's girls that are very skinny that want to put muscle mass on. And they're like, should I take this supplement to put weight on? No, we're going to eat proper food. You're going to eat proper food and it takes time. And even when you're trying to lose weight, we're going to eat proper food and we're going to lose it in a certain way. Most of them are like, that have had kids, that's understandable ones. But the ones that are like very slim, I think, and the ones that are not had kids or whatever, and they want to lose weight, I feel as though it's like more society pressure as well. Because then as an Asian, you'll go in and like one girl I know from high school, she's absolutely hilarious. She goes to me, she went to Pakistan and everyone was like, oh, you're healthy, you. And I was like, in a nice way, they were telling you are fat. But
you're healthy.
You're healthy. She goes, I just knew they were calling me fat.
Jeez. What was the body like?
And she's a tall girl. She's about 6 foot tall. But she's not like bad in any way. She probably just like, like how you just don't work out and you just eat. Yeah. But you're not fat and you're not skinny. She's like one of them.
What was Caribbeans would call tick.
Yeah. But she, I feel as though there is a thing though, like with not generalizing all men, but I do think men turn around and say, I want my woman to be a certain way. Because I've had a man text me on Instagram about this. I was actually telling, the women's one that I was telling the guy that owns this, and he messaged me. It's very rude for him to message me as a man. You should have told your wife to message me. So he messaged me saying, oh, my wife's had 2 kids and blah, 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 and her body shape's like this, and I just want her body to look I want her to have a better body and whatever. And I was just like, that's rude. Yeah. And because he said it like that, and I was just like, I was nice about it and whatever. And I was like, if you give me your wife's number, let me talk to your wife. I'm not talking to you about it. That is pure boundary rude what you've just said to me. And going to another woman, I'm not a judgmental person like that. I don't really care what you say, but for a man to say it about a woman, yes, I'm going to judge you. I'm like, you prick.
That is a bit harsh.
What the hell are you saying? She's had your 2 kids. If it was anyone else's, then we would talk. It's your kids. What she said.
I want it to look like this. Ooh.
After 2 kids,
Have you had that conversation with it though?
Yeah, literally. It's so nasty that.
You say every year progress still improves.
Yeah.
What keeps you focused?
I think it's my goals. So last year I wanted to do bodybuilding. It didn't happen, but I still had a photo shoot in place. And now, because I've done a few photo shoots, and every time I do my photo shoot, I want to be better than what I did last time. And I kind of have that as a goal. Every time I do it, I've got to be better than what I did. I can't be in worse shape. So I kind of progress as I go along. So the last year photo shoot was actually one of my best photo shoots that I've done. Proper got muscle. I was lean. I had the V taper at the back, the whole shebang. It was fucking amazing. Forget that, I've got natural abs. I remember looking at myself thinking one day, oh my God, I've got natural abs. But
when you say that, what do you mean by natural? Not tendency?
No, natural meaning not use anything. Not use anything how people use unnatural things to get abs and stuff like that.
Heads performance enhanced.
Yeah. So I did it all natural, eating normal foods basically, right? And so for me that was massive progression. So in December this year I thought, right, what am I doing next year? Right, I've got to do something next year. So I still want to do my bodybuilding. I'm going to do my bodybuilding this year, in April hopefully.
Okay.
But I thought, right, I'm not only doing that, I want 10 medals next year.
10 medals?
10 medals. And where am I going to get these 10 medals from? I've got to do something next year. By the end of next year, December, I've got to have 10 medals.
For bodybuilding?
No, for different stuff, different things, sports. So I've got a run, 5K run, end of this week. Running's hard.
I hate running.
Oh my God, honestly. It's hard. Bodybuilding's easy. I've been telling everyone, I've been crying to them, literally, this shit's hard. Why the fuck I've done this to myself?
I feel easy lifting weights, but running is not my thing.
No, honest to God. I went to Optimal Performance. It's a new gym up Edgerton. And one of my friends, she works in it. So I've been going to their classes, and when she was doing it, okay, I was finding them hard anyway, right? The high rocks classes, right? So I was like, okay. Anyways, her manager come back this Monday. Oh my God. It was hard. He was making us run 600 meters, is it? Up the hill, back, doing a 600 meter on a skier or a rower or whatever, and then running up again. Asked me by 7 a.m. I was dead.
Yeah, bet.
I was burnt out, and then I thought it was okay to go back into my gym and do a leg session, and I was like, right, this is hard. So I'm doing running this year 3 times, and then I'm gonna do high rocks, do my bodybuilding. I want to do powerlifting at the end of the year because I want to bulk up before obviously I do powerlifting. But I've got goals in my head and 10 medals. That's every year I've got to get better. So when I'm bulking up and building more muscle mass again at the end of the year, I'm going to go do a powerlifting competition as well. So at least I'll have power in me. But until then, fuck knows what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill myself at this point.
What does your dream studio look like?
My dream studio. So I want to do I would love to do classes, just classes for anyone and everyone, whether it's male, female, whatever. Because I know with the way I work in the gym now, we have a women's section, women's zone, whole gym upstairs and mixed one downstairs. And the men are into like stuff like spin classes. And as I've gone along, I've become really good at my spin classes. They're at very high intensity intervals that I do. And I know that all the other classes that I do as well, they're very high intensity. People have been losing weight with them. I've had people lose like 20, 30 kg. A lady today say, I've lost another 2 kg in 2 weeks. A lady's lost 39 kg with my spin classes, stuff like that. That kind of gets me like, I could open my own studio and just do classes like on different times of the day. But that would mean I'd have to free my time up and then do these kind of things. And I don't think I'd charge as much as well. I'd just keep it as a studio, or let's do a spin studio. Just say like it was like the size of this room, and we've got spin bikes and everyone's close together and everyone's motivating each other. We're all spinning and, like...
Just flying everywhere.
And and everyone's just like all positive vibes. We're all like into our fitness, into our high intensity and just like going for it. Do you get what I mean? Like, I want to see people thrive in their fitness. Like, it's good for them overall. Like, they don't really understand, like, especially as they grow older, especially women in their menopausal state and men as they grow older, being fit. There was a lady that came into the gym and she was 82 years old. Honestly, because she didn't look it. She looked as if she was like 60. And I was like, that's me. That's going to be me. I swear down, until the day I die, I'm going to the gym. I don't care whether it's this gym, whatever gym, I'm going to go to the gym. She looked fucking amazing. She didn't have a wrinkle on her face.
No.
A single wrinkle. I was just there like, people say that when you do this, when you're scrunching your forehead together, when you're going to get wrinkles. I don't fucking think so. This lady, she's looked after herself and she was lifting. There was an older man, I think he was about 70, 80 years old as well in JD when I met him there. Oh my God, he didn't look it. And though it does wonders for you in the long run. Like there's certain exercises like squats, it'll help you sit down and pick someone up. Lunges will help you go up the stairs. They don't know the benefits behind it all. And then there's certain people that will say, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. And I feel as though if you've got the I can't mindset, then you can't. And if you say, I can't, but I will, and I am gonna, then you can do it. You've got to tell yourself, because if you tell your body that you can't do something, your body's not going to do it.
Your brain switch it off. Like,
it's like always talking to yourself. Your body will do what you say it's going to do.
It's funny, I learned this reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah,
I read that book 10 years ago. It changed my life. But like literally a question, and he said like, rather than saying I can't do something, or even like it was talking about money. It's all about money. And it was saying like, I can't afford it. And he said, rather than saying I can't afford it, say, how can I afford this? And now your brain's thinking like, how? And it's thinking of all different ideas, and something will click because you're thinking how, rather than saying I can't. You can't. Let's not waste time. We can't. We need something else. So words are powerful. And even can and 100%. Can't. Just take away the T. You can.
You can. I always say, don't ever say you can't, because you can. Everyone can. And if I can do it, my son will say she's the most laziest person at home, which I am. Don't get me wrong, if my phone falls on the floor, he's coming from his room to pick it up.
You calling him?
She'll be like, my phone's falling. Or could he go get me some water from downstairs? And he's like, you called a whole person from his room. Can you put my heater on for me?
When you call him, I bet you're calling him like you're emergency, like sorry, give me the water. Like,
and look at me like, you're so lazy. And he'll say it as well. My mum's lazy. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I always say that, and I highly believe in that as well. Like, you've got to tell yourself that you can do it. But and if you say you can't, you can't.
You got here today.
Yeah.
Going online and traveling the world, why does that freedom matter to you now?
I feel as though I've worked too hard in my 20s and I don't want to do that in my 30s. I've worked hard as it is, and I'm still working hard, don't get me wrong. But I feel as though I want to see the world more. And as I've been to 9 countries by myself. 9? 9.
By yourself?
By myself, yeah. And I feel as though there's so much out there that I've missed out on and that I could have done, which I didn't do. And because of that reason, I really want to go traveling in different countries, just seeing like, like when you look on Instagram and there's like all these wonderful places, I just want to experience it. Like, I've been doing these hikes. I went to Mount Snowdon, and I ended up doing it quite late. It was in October when we did it. When I went there, and the scenery and the ladies that I had with it, come on, let's all stand here. And I do this a lot wherever I go. Stand here and let's just take that scenery in. And they were like, what do you mean? I go, just take it in. Look at it. You don't know when you're going to come back here. You might never come back here as well. So like whenever I've gone to all these different countries and looked at something, I'm like, let me take it in. Let me process it. I'm actually studying and I'm actually doing this. Like even being in the sky and parasailing or paragliding, I'm like taking it on. Like I'm actually doing this. Like, I went hot air ballooning and hot air ballooning. It was
hot air balloon.
Oh, honestly, God, it was amazing. The sunset in the morning. And when you close your eyes and when you see it in the movies, close your eyes and imagine this. And you think you can. If you take the sceneries in, you can imagine stuff. So if I want to go back to my hot air balloon, I just close my eyes.
No, I could do that, but you'd never catch me in a hot air balloon. There's no
Really?
no. Like,
honestly, God, you should try it.
It's like in a basket.
Yeah.
No. Honestly.
It was amazing. Honest to God, like these experiences, the life is about experience, I think, like going, seeing stuff. There's so much more to life than marriage. That's what I say. So much more than marriage.
Okay.
So much more to life than marriage. That's why I say go on an adventure. When I go on holiday, I think adventure time.
Oh,
and I have it in my mind. Oh, I'm going on an adventure. And literally, I'm like a little child doing it, but I love doing that because I want to experience that more in my life. And if I'm doing online coaching, at least I can still help my clients as well at the same time achieve their goals. And then it'll keep me motivated that I still got to go to the gym. If I'm traveling, I've still got to go to the gym. I've still got to show them that the progress still happens. But you can do it anywhere in the world as well. But I want to upgrade it a bit more. Do you get what I mean? Like travel the world, go different gyms. There's like, I've seen people in like Bali with like wooden weights and stuff like that. And I'm like, I would love to try that. And like people going on retreats and stuff like that. I want to go experience these things. And I feel as though because I'm restricted in one field at the moment, I'm just going to stay here right now. So that's why I want to expand it. It's like, yes, I'll do it face to face when I'm back at home, but when I'm away, I can still help you achieve your goals.
While you're traveling.
Yeah.
And doing extreme sports.
Yeah. They'll be like, I'll be skydiving, yeah, right. Let me do your check-in now.
Actually, like doing squats in the thing, but like in the hot air balloon, just doing squats, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does success mean to you today?
Success means like little achievements that you've made in life. I feel as though I have succeeded in a lot of ways in my life. And like physically, mentally, financially, stuff like that matters more than actually being like top-notch boss. Do you get what I mean? Like when people say, oh, I'm a millionaire, that doesn't really faze me. Do you get what I mean? Yes, it means it matters more to a lot of people. For me, money is an issue for me. I always say to everyone, I don't care about anyone's money or whatever. Success for me is the way you are as a person, whatever you've been through in life and how you've held yourself. Like the way life has treated me, I should be a bitch. And I should be the biggest bitch to everyone. But I hold it in. I take it in. The world is not changing me. And I've said it to my best mates so many times. They just want me to be a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch. I'm not going to be a bitch. And I'm not going to do it. And I'm not being it. I'm just me as a nice person. And I feel as though that's success. Because then you're not letting other people dictate you.
Yeah.
And you're not letting whatever hits you change you as a person. You're keeping your personality, you. That is success.
Yeah. Keep integrity, man. It goes a long way.
Yes.
You've spoken about wanting a life partner for companionship.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to you now?
I think I'm growing older and I don't want to be alone. In just say 10 years' time, I actually do become a grandma. But before that, I want someone for myself before my son starts looking for a girl for himself. And then I'm going to be like, I can't look for one now. Like, he's got one. Like, he's looking.
That's very interesting because before you was talking about, being on my own and being on my own, doing things on my own. And now you're like, yeah, I want companionship.
I just want to be held.
Well, you got anything for that.
Yeah. I've not seen him in a while, I'm actually going to see him. I said, give me a hold.
But like, you got to pay me now, so no.
Yeah. He's going to be like, I got a whole girlfriend. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like, yeah, just pay me. Like,
pay me, I might.
Has your understanding of love changed over time?
I feel as though there's a lot of lust going around with people. People throw the word love about a lot. Like for me, realistically in my life, I've only said I love you to one person and meant it. That was my ex-husband. Everyone else was just like, yeah, sorry if I said I love you.
I'm your son. I'm your son.
Yeah, I'm my son. Yeah. I love my son. Everyone else was a lie.
Saved you there.
Yeah, you'd be like, what?
You'll be at home like, what? Picking up no phone.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel as though over time, love is someone that would not harm you in any way. Like the love, I feel as though love is like a mother and a child, or a father and a child. You would do anything for that child to be happy and to never hurt them and nothing bad to happen to that person. And you'd never leave them because they're your child. Do you get what I mean? That's love. And I don't think there's love beyond that.
When you say never leave them, you might separate with someone, but you still hold them dearly here.
Oh, that's lust.
No, because when I say separated with someone, the option might not be yours. You've separated, they've gone their own way.
Oh, that's because, but it could have been the opposite way. You know, if that person didn't leave, you would have left. You know, but it still hurts.
Well, you know, someone's left you 10 years later, you're still like, I love that person, man. Like,
no. I always say if someone goes to another person after you, they can go keep them because they weren't your person in the first place.
What if you left them?
If you left them, yeah, then it wasn't love in the first place.
Well, maybe not for you, but for them, maybe, yeah. It's like 10 years later, they're still like, yeah, she was the one. And you're like, stop it.
Stop it.
I'm with Edison now.
Oh, yeah. If his girlfriend sees it, she'll be like, you what?
That's a joke. Edison's happily married.
No, he's got a girlfriend.
Got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
One day he might be happily married, but he's got a girlfriend. He's happy.
Might be happily married to me. You know, you never know.
But I came out of your mouth. I tried to save you there. So, what boundaries do you have now as a woman?
I don't think I let anyone walk all over me. Like a lot of people would say I still do. I don't. I just keep everyone in their place. Like, you know, if anybody says something to me, or I kind of take in what kind of a person they are. Because when I talk to a person, they'll know that she's a nice person, she's kind, she's loving, she's caring, whatever. But if you, how do I say it, disrespect that, or if you use it to your advantage, I'm a grown-ass woman, I do know what's going on around me. And if you misuse that, I will know. But I won't show a bitch side because I'm not a bitch. Like I said, I never wanted to be a bitch. So, but I will know what I'm doing and I'll keep you in your place. Like, you will not have a specific place in my life because you found it a need to disrespect me, even though I'm such a nice person. And I always say I'm very, very nice. I'm like too nice, but don't take the piss because I'm not a child. I do know what's going on. And especially when in the heart area, like how you say, it's all about the love, the heart area.
The heart area.
Only special people get a place in my heart. And when if I give someone, like I always say, I don't have time for my child, don't have time for my family, and they live in my house and they live next door to me.
Yeah.
If I give someone time and attention and they disregard it or they disrespect it, you're not going to get that second chance again. For me, there's no second chances. I always say, anyone that's not my child or my family, you're not getting a second chance.
No, I say that time is more precious than anything. Like, don't waste my time.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
And you know, if someone actually cared about you or was actually real to you, like I am always about realness. If they're real to you, they will not even put themselves in a position to disrespect you or do anything that will affect, like, that will remove you from their life. They'll do everything in their power to keep themselves in your life. Like, if you want to be in my life, it's not hard to be in my life. I will be a nice person. I just don't play games. And if you want to play games, then I'm not the person for you then. And I say at the beginning to anyone that I'm talking to that I don't play games. If you want to play games, I'm not the person for you. Do you get what I mean? Like, just move on. And if you want to argue, and again, I'm not an argumentative person, I'm not going to argue with you, you move on to the next person. It is what it is. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm not heartbroken, I'm not sat here dwelling over it. I might do for a day or two, and all the girls might hear about it, but you won't hear about it.
What would you say to women who feel left behind in life?
There's always time. There's never a time that you cannot, that you can say that you're behind in life. Everyone is in their own journey themselves.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do and you will achieve it, because there's no, you're still young yet, like especially the younger ones, even if the older ones, like there was people in my uni class that were like 70, 80 years old and wanted a law degree. They went and got it. There's no time like the present. Go do what you want to do today and you will achieve it. If you want to achieve something, you can do it.
So, we've come to the end of the show, but now we've heard the journey, I have to ask you the question. Are we there yet?
Not yet.
No?
You've got time yet.
Yeah, got a few hot air balloons to do squats in and all that stuff before you're
I'm
there.
taking you with me next holiday.
No, I'm not going. No hot air balloon, no paragliding.
You're going to be skydiving and you're going to have your sunglasses
I'll
on.
record you from the bottom. I'll record that. Yeah, look at that. I'm sick. Oh, shit.
You're coming with me
Catch me.
on an adventure.
I'm up for an adventure. I love to hike. I love the mountains, the lakes and all that stuff. I love to travel.
That's okay as well, but we've got to go to extreme levels. We got this. Jet ski next.
Do you know what? I do jet ski, but I'm not really a fan. It just feels like a motorbike on water.
Yeah, so
not a
I
fan
want
of
to do jet
motorbikes.
ski. I want to go to Dubai with my son. So I want to do jet ski there and I want to do skydiving there.
And bungee jumping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's just stuff that, I don't know, maybe it's a black thing, but you're not catching me. Even my friends do it all the time. Black people don't do them things, bro. And I said, I hate it. Catching me going into the water. The water's not our place for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And jumping out of planes and all that. I'm like, life's hard enough it is on the ground. Do you know what I mean? What are you jumping out the plane for?
No, you're going to do it. You're going to come with me.
I'll watch.
No, you'll come with me.
Yeah,
I'll hold your hand.
No, you catch you on an Instagram story or something. But
If I had internet right now, I would have showed you. I've got some stuff on TikTok that, when you save it, loads of things and they're all jumping off cliff. Literally.
you can do that. I'll watch.
Adventure.
So, again, people, Tanzi, thank you for coming on the show and sharing that
you.
journey, giving us an insight into, womanhood and, the struggles that women go through. As men just don't see it and, probably never will. But we know we've heard it today, so we can resonate.
Yeah.
And again, if anyone, hope, women can take a lot from this, it's never too late to start again and never too late to get onto your journey. And as Tanzi say, you can go and get a law degree at 80 years old, 70 years old, and so forth. But again, if you enjoyed this, people would like you to share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, you know what I mean? Subscribe, man, please.
He's the best.
Subscribe. And again, we've also got memberships as well. So again, feel free to, join the memberships if you like. Loads of different perks there of being able to get a live stream of the show while shooting live. Also get early access to the episodes and also opportunities for a lucky person to actually be in the studio while we're recording it live as well. But that can never happen if you're not a member. So you know what to do. Are we there yet? Thank you for tuning in.
Smashed it. So if you'd like to connect with me and build a positive life for yourself, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube on Train Like Tanzi.